Carrying on with the first turn of the Allied player, his summer-fall 1917 turn. He brought a bunch of units on into Basra. But like I said, I think we're just going to defense on up until maybe we can get some offensive capabilities to push on up the little land between the rivers here up to Baghdad. But other than that, we are just in a whole pattern. We'll let the Ottomans go for the victory points. We should have plenty. Move the cavalry on out. They were unsupplied, so they're taking refuge in a little town there, and hopefully maybe drawing a little bit of attention of the Ottomans. We'll see if they bypass them, if they give them serious consideration. Other than that, here's my defense. Yeah, let's see what we've all got here. Division of infantry, got a little column shifter, and some supply to get us through the attrition phase. Here we moved our Kuwaiti units and gave them some supply, and taking refuge behind the river hexes. And here we're doing the same thing. We got a column shifter with the headquarters unit by itself and a little recon unit, but hopefully they won't get too heavily assaulted. And the Ottomans won't be able to get there in time, although they probably will. In Basra, I got that defended with riverine units and a supply unit. So not really all that well defended, kind of spread thin, but we did take our supply and move that on the way. But we don't want to get too close to these units here. Although now that I moved my cavalry out into the town, I guess I don't have to worry about that. And I should have moved them up some more, but they moved first and wanted to stay out of his range. Try to make the mad dash before these guys can get him. Alright, that is it. That'll be it for the movement phase of the Allied player. Combat phase is non-existent. So we are going to the Central Powers first player turn, and he will have an event coming up. Be right back. Alright, rolling for the Central Powers event. First phase, 1917. Getting to the end of the year, 1917, and the Russians are still here, so we've dodged the Russian Revolution. Alright, we'll roll one die. Let's see what we get. We get a 4. We're 1917, and that is a command shakeup. What we do with a command shakeup? Currently do not occupy Baghdad and roll 2 dice, so we do occupy Baghdad. Otherwise, roll 1 die and add that result to the current. Alright. Recruitment points. We'll take that. Well, better than nothing. Ottomans just can't get any luck. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We got a little observer here with us. Observing the game. It'd be about 5 degrees outside, which is really right up his alley, so he might be going outside here. Whenever we bring him in, he's like, man, I was having a day at the beach. But we're getting ready to mobilize and recruit units for the Ottoman Turks. And having an interesting game here, getting towards the end. This is kind of on this game here is kind of on par. You know, it's a simple game. Reminds me of the old Africa Corps by Avalon Hill that I used to have. And as a matter of fact, I used to have that game, and I don't know what happened to it. Out of my whole collection, that one got lost. And I keep on looking in the closets, thinking I'm going to dig around and find it, because I cannot imagine me losing that game. But it is gone. But yeah, it's a nice little intermediate difficulty game. And we're going to get right back at it here as soon as we let Mr. Pouty go outside. Alright, mobilization points for the Central Powers player is 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 5, and a 2-die roll. Looking for some big numbers. fighters. Oh, he comes up short. 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't even get 10. It's tough being a Turk. All right, we will spend those here. Be right back. All right, well, this is what I bought with the Central Powers recruitment points. I'm putting a big emphasis on spies or agents and their ability to rally the local population. And we got us some supply caravans. Hold on a second. All right, and we'll be putting our air unit in the staging area. There goes our air unit. Let's figure out what to do with the supply and the agents, and we'll be right back. All right, here will be our agents. It is a full-fledged agent offensive, and they are going for the very lightly defended Abaddon. They are entrenched, and they are in a city, but we haven't moved yet. We still got to roll to see if they even show up, are able to logistically gather the resources. First we'll go for, let's read his name together, Wasmus. Okay, old Wasmus. We'll go first, and that number 1-5 means between a 1 and a 5 for Wasmus. Wasmus is successful in raising a 4-strength partisan. Next is, oh shoot, I can't read that. Till. Why do I get these? All right, let's bring this guy over here for a big zoom on in. Come on. TIL. So it must be some kind of organization. The TIL organization. Or some kind of a front. Gotta go in the chimney. 3. He makes it. Alright. Things are definitely looking good for the Ottoman Turks. Now for 1-3. And I would think maybe he's the strongest because you need less of a die roll to get him, but we'll see. We'll find out. 1-3. And he doesn't make it. So we won't know. She will go into the discard pile. Alright. This is what we got for an offensive then. Coming up on my turn. We're on the Ottoman's turn. This is what I did with the caravans. Just pouring them in there for the offensive. And I might have had two. Hold on a second. I might have too few units down here. I probably should have bought more supply, but as you can see, we needed to take care of offensive. But good thing is that 2 out of 3 of them made it. It would have been a real disaster. None of them made it. Oh my gosh. But that's the way luck went. That will be it for the. Let me look over here just to be sure. Reorganization. Oh, mobilization. Okay, now we reorganize. Convert static supply to mobile, vice versa. Huh. We might do that. Let me look at the situation. Build units, build infrastructure, railroads, and entrenchments. Let me see if I went to revert some of my supply into static or keep it mobile. And if I want to entrench anywhere, I doubt it will be on the move. Alright, now I want to break him down, but you do suffer a penalty. A 12 strength unit only gets 3 units here. You're losing a unit if you do that. Penalties for breaking units down. I'll go from a 12 strength unit to a 9, but I could use forces here. I don't need everybody up there, so we'll be right back. Alright, I'm sorry I'm sitting here reading rules and playing a game and forgetting to record. We have went through the reorganization phase. We're not going to convert any supply to static, but we did reorganize and build units. So we broke that unit down that was there in Mosul. I guess that's who that is, yeah. And we'll lose 3 combat factors and we'll leave 1 there to garrison it. But the rest of them will come down here with the supply, and they are safely in a town. I've yet to bring on this supply here. That's the only thing I really did was reorganize. Now we went on with the movement. You can see anybody turned sideways has moved, which is only this unit there. They've deployed from Mosul. We won't build any internal structure, railroad, or entrenchment, so the Central Powers player has begun his movement. We'll be back with a movement update when I conclude. Alright, we're back with the... Well, we're not really done with the movement yet. I still got a decision to make, but we brought our units down after we broke them up from Mosul. They didn't make it all the way. Some of them had to stay with supply, and they were in a city, but this unit here is garrison Baghdad. Now we have a bunch of units here, but this is mostly supply. 3 divisions. And I got a couple supply caravans with them. Down here I got 1 division and a couple supply caravans, because neither of them are going to be in a city unless they kick the Russians and the partisans out. So that'll be a nice little battle there. I have still yet to deploy air because I don't know which battle I'm going to keep or not. Now, these units here start out in that town, and I can move them back. I have to decide whether, here's the dilemma, do I put them in this town and not advance and wait for the results of this battle and get some reinforcements down here, but by then, you know, it might be too late. And there's no way we can get down there to Basra. Do I attack now or wait in the city for next turn? If I attack now, it might be a low odds attack. That might do more harm than good, so I think I'm going to go ahead and play it safe. These guys won't move. They will seek refuge in the town for this turn. And they're safe for now. Another thing is a rule that I just seen, and I'm going to have to buy them for the Central Powers player. He needs to get some riverine units up here in Baghdad. If I had riverine units on here now, I could have traversed this whole river down to here by transport on the river transport and add it to this fight. And then when I cleared this unit out, I could transport riverine units all the way down here to Basra. So that's definitely going to be on our wish list for next turn's recruitment points. But till then, let me go ahead and divvy up some air. Also, I got some more units to move. I can move my partisans. I might as well do that for everybody to see. We will go here. Well, let me see there. Does that river go through? I believe it does. So hold on a second. Well, we can go 1, 2, 3. And go here. Okay, he's on the same side of the river, so that negates the river. We'll put him into the marsh just in case he wants to counterattack. Got a little bit better terrain, but he's got to come over the river. I'll zoom in so let you see what's going on there. So we do have an attack going on against Abadan. Rear action attack. Bad choice of words, but anyway. That's it. Leaving this little spot here on no attention. We can pull him back up. Well, yeah, it could be. Pull back up for a shot at old Baghdad, but you know, we'll just take it back. At least the units, but it'll be a good delaying action because the game's coming to an end. So we will see. We will see. As a matter of fact, I might have to pull some units back. Seeing that. Hold on a second. All right, we're playing it safe. We're pulling out these units back where there's no way. Maybe a 5-to-1 attack. I can't get up there though. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can get up there easy. So now Baghdad is because I can't waste time going back on an attack to retake Baghdad. Like I said, time's on their side, not mine. So hopefully we got enough in this attack. Although, hold on a second. All right, we're pulling them out of that town there. Swung my cavalry around to a blocking position. Oh, I guess he still does have one way to go. But, hold on a second. Alright. Now I believe we got him surrounded. Now this will not qualify. And I don't know if it's this game or over there when we were playing 30 Years' Wars, but there's a such thing as a centristic, easy for me to say, attack. Let me see if this is it. Oh, ports. It's where you have your opponent surrounded, and it's a tactic. I'm not seeing it in here. Maybe it was the other game. Victory or recruitment points for major victories. We got to remember that. I think we might have missed that one. You get some recruitment points. This is one. D-E, and, okay. Fender has 15 or more combat factors. Oh, man. I gotta go back and check some stuff. I'll be right back. We're back. I ain't got time to be looking through all the videos, so I think there was, I don't know if it qualified for all these, but we'll have to remember that when we have another combat where there's major losses. I think there was a bloodbath result, and we had a bunch of units lost. But anyway, here we are. We're done with the movement. We got some attacks going on. We moved these guys around to where he has no retreat path, and it's a retreat, so it'll be eliminated. Looks like a good attack. We pulled some units back to Baghdad, but we moved these guys out. Now these guys are dependent on winning and getting that town. They're stuck out there. I don't know if there's enough supply to go around, and they're just moving the supply through the zone of control doesn't happen. So, yeah, these guys are attacking for life, or else they'll be hit with attrition. And even if they do win, the town each hex can only support 3 divisions, and there's more than 3 divisions there, so I'll have to be converting some of my supply from mobile to static in the next second phase. Alright, well that's it for this. I'm going to move everybody back and we'll get on with the attacks. Oh, I got to distribute area units. Be right back. Alright, now we're ready for battle. The Allied player and a Central Powers player both have area units coming into that battle, so that'll cancel each other out. And that's kind of, I don't know if I like that. I'm almost tempted to make a house rule. We have a little battle, and whoever survives gets to stay, but we'll play with the designer's rules because he's put a lot of time and effort into the game. We'll respect that. We want to play the game the way it was made. So here, though, the Central Powers has no unit to respond with, so we'll just get a bonus for the Allied player defending Abadan. Alright, we move everything the right way and we'll be getting ready for combats. Be right back. Alright, well since the area units cancel out each other, we'll put those over there and recycle them when the battle's over. We're getting ready for this battle right here. We're going to find out the tail of the tape. Be right back. Alright, we're ready here for the attack against the Russian Cavalry and some partisans. They got caught. They got caught in it. The Central Powers units, our player definitely has the strength to get caught between them. But anyway, the pound of bed dry, I think is what it's called. And here you go. Central Powers is throwing 56 combat factors at them. And the Allied are defending with 15. Comes out to 373 table, but the Allies get a 1 column shift in their favor, so we went down 1 from this table to 300s down to this one to 200s. And whoa, hold on a second. Alright, got my die. We rolling 1 die, and got air support, but they cancel each other out, so here's the attack. It's got a 4. The result is counterattack. Wow. Alright, well you counterattack 1 hex. So he's got, whoa, hold on a second, we'll be right back. Alright, unfortunately it's a 1 to 2 attack, so making a low odds attack against the breakout is what they'd probably be doing. Can't go against the big 3 divisions, so they go against, 2 divisions. And one's a weaker one, only power rated as an 8. So therefore, no column shifts. We were on that table. Oh, go to the chimney. 1. Is that good or bad on this game? His attacker eliminated. Ouch. Alright, well, it doesn't meet the criteria of 15 factors. Well, maybe it does. Oh, hold on a second here for our optional rules. Oh. Result of a defender eliminated and the defender had 15 or more combat factors and the attacker advances after combat. Alright. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that counts for it. Let's look what the result is for the attacker eliminated. Oh. Right back here. Ooh, okay. Attacker eliminated. And all attacking units don't say anything about advance after combat. The attack or counterattack clears the defending hex of all enemy units by elimination. The attacker may move, so we can. Alright. That will meet the criteria for the optional rules. Recruitment points for a major victory. The attacking player gains 1 recruitment point and the defending player loses 1 recruitment point. Alright. So, it don't matter for much, but it helps a little bit. We get 1 recruitment point. They lose 1. Huh. So how do we do that? Oh. Alright, we'll just put this beyond 0. Alright. So they're -1. That'll work. Alright, there you go. That was the result. Well, he gets to advance after combat too, so we would definitely do that with 1, 2, 3. I think that'll be okay. These guys can advance too. I want all my supply in there. And they don't count towards stacking, so let's bring them in there anyway. These guys are sheltered, and hopefully in the next phase, second phase of 1917, we could flip one of those mobile supply units to its static side, and it's got a range of about 3 or 4 hexes and can supply everybody. Because these guys out here need to be supplied too, so definitely got to take care of that. But there you go, that was a major battle. Got the roadway cleared, and it is open road down to Basra. We got another attack coming up, and the Ottomans are making a good showing of it. I'll be back. Another thing to be noted is when we start our units here, they can go from this space to this space for free. They just count 1 to get on the railroad, to get on the trains, and then they can move down here for free. So these 1, 2, 3 hexes or whatever free passages. We got to remember that. All kinds of things to remember in these games. Almost too much sometimes. And that's if you're just playing a basic game like this. You get an old Golf Strike, which is a simulation. We got to break into that game one of these days. Our Central America. Yeah, victory was known for its complexities. We'll be back. Alright, well, the Ottomans got a great attack going. It's at maximum odds. But, unfortunately for them, they get a 2-column shift in favor of the defender, 1 for the air support, and 1 for being in a defensive position in a town. So we'll go down 1, we'll go down 2, and we'll be rolling on that table. Oh, where's my good old fancy dice when I need it? Alright, we're ready. Up. Foul from the tree. Another foul from the tree. Oh, that one made it with a 5. Ooh, could be a good attack for the Ottomans. Defender eliminated. Alright, so that will definitely... Oh, wait, they had an entrenchment too. Oh, hold on. Alright, we get to look down 1 more column shift, and we get to ignore retreat results. So it's going down 1, another 1, and it was a 5. Oh, DD. Alright, well that helps. That entrenchment's definitely saved the day for the English allied Indian player. And we'll be right back with a DD result. Alright, defender was defeated. Eliminate all defending units other than divisions. I don't have any divisions in there. So, supply will be eliminated. Alright, still a good attack for the Central Powers. What else does it say? Retreat all surviving units to 2 hexes. Can't do that. There is no advance though. Ouch! Alright, we will keep. Take the area unit. We'll go over. We gotta roll for these recycled area units too. I forgot all about that. We gotta do that after this turn. Gotta remember all kinds of things. I think the entrenchment marker leaves. This stage is an improved port, but it is no longer. We'll get any recruitment points for the British player, at least not next turn. It is under siege officially. And yeah, things are changing rapidly. Good game. Let's roll for. First will be the British. 1. Repair. So this first British unit will go on to the next. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Next we'll get the Ottoman dies. He gets a repair too. Ooh, everybody's planes getting repaired. Need some maintenance. Alright. Next is a 3. Return. So okay. Well, that kinda hurts. Definitely hurts when you got your air support. Alright, let me make sure I'm doing that right. We got things all sitting around here. I get it all cleaned up right back. Alright then, we're done. What's the Central Powers? First phase in the summer and fall of 1917. And I guess it's the fall now. Summer and fall, so during that time the Central Powers players definitely consolidated. No Russian units anywhere to be seen, and all these forces here, all these divisions are ready to move it on south. And it don't look like it's too heavily defended. I got 1 division, that's it. So, and we're losing, or we're about to lose Abadan. So we can see what we can do about that. I still got this unit back here, but I think he's got to stay there to keep that port. So I don't know if that helps anything. It just keeps the British player from coming in there if he wants to come in. So we get some of these spots under siege. Yeah, it'll be real hard for a British player just to bring units in, so that'll be a main objective. But we're low on time. Got the second half of this phase and maybe about 4 turns left, so it's a grab for at least for the Central Powers player to grab for Basra and Abadan. But unfortunately, he could not advance into the port. And that is a big bite. That has killed the Central Powers player and the British player. The British player almost had a sudden death victory, but just a bad die roll away from it. Alright, that will be it. We will move on to the Allied response. Won't get no reinforcements. But yeah, I have to move around with what we got. I don't know how much supply we have either. Could be a bad turn of events. Oh, he's got 1 supply there. Might have to make it static though. Oh, they're in a town. Alright, let me look at the situation. We'll be back for the Allied second player turn. Oh, flip her on over so we're up to date. We're ready. Second phase of 1917. We'll be back. Alright, Concentric Attacks. So, that little attack we did with the Russians. Surrounded them. Anytime you get a unit surrounded, we get a column shift to the right. Units used to qualify for a concentric attack must attack that hex. Okay, that sounds easy enough. All kinds of things to remember. And I did remember this one, but it's a matter of employing them. It's a different story. We got to remember everything before we can do anything. Alright, we're going to call this a video. We'll be back. Get down to the end of the game. Don't touch that dial, folks.